So what's this one titled? This one's titled "The Cannons Keeping Aeroplanes Safe, One Chickens at a Time." How chickens keep aeroplanes safe. Birds may be the undisputed masters of the air, but they've been at the losing end of airborne collisions since the dawn of aviation in 1905, when pioneer pilot Orville Wright reported the first bird strike. Each year, thousands of birds find themselves too close to an aircraft, are unable to manoeuvre away and lose their lives on impact with a plane. Bless their souls. In 2019, in the States alone, the Federal Aviation Commission reported over 1,700 bird strikes, with thousands more reported and unreported around the world. Most strikes occur within 3,000 feet of the ground during takeoff and landing, with just 3% have been reported during the en route phase of flight. Remarkably, strikes have been reported between 20,000 and 31,000 feet, wow, but less than 30 over the past 3 decades. The wide open spaces at an airport can be a magnet for migrating birds and for those resident flocks which decide to make their home adjacent to a runway. Airport wildlife management teams employ fireworks, lights, lasers, dogs and birds of prey including hawks, eagles and falcons to try scare birds away from the airport environment. Bloody hell. While these efforts to keep birds and airplanes safe can reduce the chance of a bird strike, pilots continue to deal with close encounters with birds, large and small. The dangers posed by birds. The chance of a catastrophic accident may be minute, but there have been incidents of bird strikes causing severe damage to an airframe. None are likely so infamous as the January 2009 miracle on the Hudson, when a US Airway Airbus A320 jetliner departing New York's LaGuardia Airport flew through a flock of Canada geese. My gosh. Both engines failed after ingesting the large birds. Whoa. And the Captain Chelsea Sullenberger and First Officer skillfully guided the plane to the water in the Hudson River. All the crew and passengers were safely rescued. The same cannot be said. Same cannot be said for those on board 2 flights. The same cannot be said for those on board 2 flights in the early 1960s. After takeoff from Boston in October 1960, a Lockheed Electra turboprop lost engine power after flying into a flock of starlings. And 62 people tragically died in the crash. Then, in 1962, 2 birds hit the tail of a Vickers Viscount and the plane descended through 6,000 feet. Oh my god. The impact was so severe that the horizontal stabilizer failed and the plane crashed, killing 17 people. Those crashes led aviation regulators around the world to examine the certification standards of commercial planes and engines and develop a way to test an aircraft's components for bird strikes. The evolution of the chicken cannon. Damn. Do that shit. 4 testing cannons. Among the organisations leading in aircraft testing in the Aerospace Research Centre of National Research Council of Canada, based in Ottawa, the country's capital. It has extensive facilities and resources with expertise in aviation researching, including aerodynamics, propulsion, aircraft icing and structures and materials performance. Following the 2 accidents in the 1960s, the NRC, along with the experts from the military regulators, manufacturers and pilots, established a committee to investigate bird strikes and to create a device to test against them. No way. I'm a sucker for clickbait. How the chickens keep planes in the air. I know, right? I always wondered why planes don't give out an audible sound to ward birds out of the flight path. Small planes can divert flocks, but obviously jets can't. Yeah. I mean, that'd be a really good little thing, that, wouldn't it? A little like megaphone on it or something. But yeah, apparently they've got a chicken cannon. Apparently this is exactly out the test for it. The committee toured facilities in the United Kingdom and settled on a design concept from the Royal Aeronautical Establishment, a cannon powered by compressed air. Wow. The ammunition, bird carcasses weighing between 3 and 8 ounces. Holy shit. Aerospace grade poultry. The NRC's first gun had a 10-inch bore, the diameter of the barrel, and was put into service in 1968 and dismantled in 2009. Today, the NRC's team has 4 guns in its armoury with a 3.5 inch, a 5 inch and a 6 inch bore. And what is maybe the biggest operating gun in the world, the Super Cannon, with a 17.25 inch bore, which is incredibly weirdly precise. There are 2 different types of aircraft bird strike tests performed at the NRC's Flight Impact Simulator facility. Wow. One test targets aircraft structural components like windshields, wing and tail sections, and the other test fires a bird into the operating engine. Holy shit. No way. Take weeks to set up a test. Wow. The first part is the calibration of the gun to be sure that we're firing at the required speed. To do the calibration test, we use gelatin-based birds, or we can use chickens that we buy at the grocery store. No way. Once we are in range, we use real birds to finalise the calibration, and of course we use real birds to do the certification test. Bloody hell, they're usually quick to say that they don't use real animals. The birds are always the dead ones, only go into the cannon with the feathers, the heads, legs and everything. Damn. The world's fastest chicken. Yeah. The combination of air pressure in the tank, the weight of the projectile assembly, and the length of the barrel will determine the speed of which the bird impacts the test article, matching the speeds used by the target aircraft during takeoff, initial climb, cruise, approach or landing. Very, very interesting. Well, that's quite a crazy old situation. Bloody hell, look at that. They're on about the fire drones now. They're there, I think. Interesting. There you go. You've got a random one for us to end the stream on. Projectile hens. The only way any of them will ever truly fly. Bless them.